Hey everybody. You know when school just kind of hits you over the head and you're kind of just laying there stunned and you really don't want to do anything and stuff like that? Well, that's what happened to me. Thank you for your patience. The Death of Ivan Ilych by Leo Tolstoy. Um, Leo Tolstoy is known best for things like Anna Karenina and War and Peace. However, this, as you can see, it's a short book, and I think, yeah, it's pretty big print, and like look, this whole page is empty, cheap version. So anyway, this book, I had to read it for literature class, and I don't know, there's something about it that I really enjoy, and that's why I want to tell you about it. Basically, it starts out, we're in Russia, of course, and it starts out with Ivan Illich dying. Spoiler alert. And basically, we go back. First we see his funeral a little bit, and then we kind of go back in like a flashback sort of thing to find out how he died and the events leading up to his death. And it's just very interesting because a lot of the reason that he died, you realize, is kind of a psychological thing. It was all kind of in his mind, and it's really a good book. The reason I enjoy this little cute little thing right here, that big, is that it's packed with a bunch of real life truths. You know, I love realism. Realism is my thing, my jam. I love it. And this book is just filled with it. First, you have the friends' reactions to his death and the funeral scene, and you see how awkward funerals are and how most people don't even really care about the person that they're there for. It's just brutally honest. And then, of course, you have the part with Ivan Illich where you see the events leading up to his death and you realize that he too, like, it's all in his mind. It's all psychological, and like the reasons for death. You know, you hear all those stories about how people can stay alive just long enough to like see their son or daughter or whoever who's coming to the room, but that, you know, they're not there just yet, and so they wait and then they die right afterwards or whatever. Like, so much of living is all in your mind and all in your own drive and your own desire to keep going. And I just found that really interesting. It's also got like a lot of humor in it. Ivan Illich is really a grumpy dude. He is not a very nice person. and just he's so selfish and constantly like on focused on himself, and so just seeing him interact with other people, because his wife is just as selfish as he is, and like his daughter is pretty much the same, and so seeing him interact with all of these selfish people, like it's so real that you can't help but laugh at it, because you're just like, this is how life is. A lot of times it's just a bunch of people who care only about themselves, pretending to care about other people, but they really don't, and so it just ends up being this fantastic mishmash of humor. It's a really good and enlightening book. It's not uplifting in any way, shape, or form. It's pretty sad. Obviously, death. It's about death. But it's also like, it just makes you think a little bit about the way the real world works, and I really enjoy it. I tried to read Anna Karenina one time, and it was just really long. So I've never read anything else by Tolstoy fully. So maybe if you don't want to tackle the books that are like that thick, then you can tackle this instead, and it'll give you a good little taste of what Tolstoy is like. And I really enjoy it. So anyway, the book that I'm going to bring up next week, and I'm about to make that video because I've already read it, is Anne Frank, and I hope you guys will come back and see that. Bye!